Viewer discretion is advised. The trial for disgraced Dallas police officer Amber Guyger is well underway, and Judge Tammy Kemp, she's not having none of the shenanigans in her courtroom. Someone brought a laptop and kept playing music. She confiscated it. The next day, somebody playing their phone. Anyone that has been in a courtroom knows that you must turn all electronic devices off. This is someone that is purposely trying to create chaos in the courtroom. Amber Guyger is a cold-blooded murderer. There's no other way to put it. We all know, had this been some regular citizen that mistakenly walked into someone else's apartment thinking it is his, pulls out his gun and shoots and kills that person, he is going to prison. But from the very beginning, things were just not right. First of all, there was a noise complaint made upstairs. Now, some say it was at Botham Jean's apartment, and some say it was across the hall. Irregardless, later on that evening, someone upstairs gets shot by a cop that lives downstairs. You follow me? When Amber Guyger shot and killed Botham John, and she called 911, she didn't say, "I accidentally shot this guy. Please send some paramedics immediately. I'm going to lose my job. I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was," like she was trying to hypnotize herself into believing a lie that she said that she was in someone else's apartment. She thought it was hers. I thought it was my apartment. Botham Jean's apartment, even though on the outside they may look similar, on the inside their apartments look nothing alike. The setup is totally different on how the furniture is placed. This woman knew that that was not her apartment, and she went in their house and killed that man. After she shot Botham Jean, how long did it take for her to call down 911? And why did she render aid? Because she's supposed to know CPR. And when it came to giving CPR, I just don't think it's a good idea to give a CPR to someone that's been shot that close to the heart. I think he's going to lose a lot of blood. I think they purposely killed that man. When a sergeant arrives, they take her out the apartment, take her downstairs and put her in a police car and leaves her there. Another police officer comes up, take her out of the car, turn off the camera, all this type of stuff. And I know that they were coaching her on what to say and what not to say. We know this. She claimed that she was working all these long shifts and she was tired. But now we know that she was texting her boyfriend, Martin Rivera, which I understand is a married man. That's why you didn't pay attention to where you were going and what you were doing. And if that is the case, how did you shoot Botham John? If you have one hand or something on the phone, I mean, how did you shoot him? Why was one bullet that was in that wall up so high? Botham John is not that tall. And then the other bullet that shot Botham John was going in a downward position. He's taller than you, so how could he be going downward, if you are lower than he is? The man was, when you probably kicked that man or went to that man's house, he saw you with that damn gun, he was probably trying to dive on the floor, and you shot him on the way down. I just pray that the jury and the judge will see through all of these lies, which everybody knows is a lie, and will give this damn woman some serious time. And I'm going to tell you people like this right now. If Amber Guyger gets off, it's going to be curtains for Americans. We just looking at it because it's both in John, he's a black person. But we have a case in Houston right now where there was a botched raid and they went in and shot some white people. And I'm upset about that. And if they let this woman off, that means cops can come in your house, shoot and kill you, and say, oh, I made a mistake, and nothing will happen to them. The defense is trying its best to get Amber Guyger off. And when it's a case involving a black person and a white person, and they want to get the white person off, you know what they use, don't you? The old secret weapon, the black man. The old Texas Ranger, David Armstrong. I am from Texas, and I will wear a cowboy hat. I might wear me some cowboy boots too. But when I see a black person that rearranges his voice to sound like a old country white boy, and he's a police officer or a Texas Ranger, I don't trust these people here. And when this guy got on the stand and said that he wouldn't charge Amber Guyger, he knew that it would be stricken off the books. He's a law enforcement officer, he knows. But just to implant that in the jurors' minds, that's what he wanted to do. Old Captain Save a Whitehole. I am glad that that comment he made is stricken from the books. I'm just praying that it is stricken from the minds of the jurors. Some of the neighbors said that they didn't hear Amber Guyger yell out any commands to Botham Jean, only heard gunshots. And I'm wondering why the prosecutor did not put those two young ladies on the stand that said they heard Amber Guyger having some type of heated discussion with Botham Jean before the shots were fired. Amber Guyger shouldn't even be a cop. She ran around town with a married man. She's so silly and stupid, she doesn't know her apartment from someone else's apartment. She's so ignorant that when she looks into her apartment, that she couldn't tell someone else's furniture from hers. That was some other reason that this woman did not like Botham Jean. What type of relationship does she have with black people outside of her job? And that guy, Martin Rivera, how is he when it comes to race relations? We see he likes white girls. But what about black men? These police officers that are women, on one hand, they want to act like they're so tough, but then when it comes to a situation like this here, now they want to be recognized as little dainty, innocent women. But it don't work here this time, ma'am. Because you showed no remorse. You did not render any aid to Botham Jean. All you did was try to clear yourself, especially when you was on that phone talking to the 911, because you know all this stuff is recorded. I stayed in my apartment. I stayed in my apartment. Oh, I'm going to lose my job. Oh, I stayed in my apartment. I stayed in my apartment. No, you didn't go down there and try to see was the man. All right. You went about your goddamn job, and you talking about you went to the wrong apartment. And how can you be a police officer being that damn stupid? I just don't see it. Then, while they're on the inside, finishing killing Botham Jean, you are outside texting. Man, you a worthless bitch. When this thot cop opened up the door to Botham Jean's apartment, there is nothing inside both in Jean's apartment that resembles her apartment. Nothing. And it's like, just say I went to the wrong house. And I open that door, I notice stuff that's not recognized when I see somebody else standing there. Oh man, my bad, I went to the wrong house. I apologize. Turn around and leave. But you pulled out your gun and shot to kill. You didn't try to tase the man. You didn't try to bag up or whatever. You shot the man and killed him. And dead man tells no tales. I wish both of John had some type of camera in his house that somebody had and no one knows about to catch you arguing with this man about something and you got mad and shot and killed him. The layout of the houses, the apartments, they are totally different. She has a big desk, some kind of nice little purdy table. Both of John doesn't have that. When I walked in the house, you can see it's not her house. So I guess both of John rearranged the house for her too, put new furniture and everything. This woman just not a good damn liar. And I'm afraid that it's like a fix is in, man, because I'm looking at a lot of those people that they have on this witness stand. They might be black, but they're not too black in spirit. Both of them, John had a nice clean house. Laid, bachelor pad. Amber Guyger had just a little cave dwelling. That's it. And there was no way that she could mistake both from John's house for hers because she told me it was dark. He had the television on. And those houses, those apartments like that don't get pitch black, especially from that back door, because other light shines through. So she saw that was not her damn apartment. And as I say, if they let this slide, man, it's gonna be like martial law going on in America, where because they try and take everybody's guns already. So if you went and bought you a gun at an academy or one of these other places that's registered, they look and see your name on there, come the laws knocking on your door, talking about unasked guns, or you gonna come in there and take them guns. And people think that's far-fetched, but look where we are today. A man sitting in his apartment, minding his own business. Cop comes in and shoot him dead. And they say there was no wrongdoing. The case in Houston. The people sitting in their house, minding their own business. Next thing you know, the cops had this man's house surrounded and just started filling it up with bullets. Kicked the door in, killed the man, his wife, and the dog. So as I say, we have to, man, I'm telling you, if the people don't stand up to this corruption, and everybody's just looking like it just happened to black people, but it's going to trickle down to you sooner or later, whether you realize it or not. If you're a wise person, you try to do something to stop this because you got to look down the road, not just in front of you. What's really funny to me is that on social media, a lot of white guys are hollering about Amber Guyger is so hot. And I think you guys need some glasses. In the public, a lot of white people are pretending that they are so concerned and understanding. But whoa, check them out on social media. It is the total opposite. So there's too much fakery going on between people the way they pretend like they like you. But behind closed doors, they despise you. And these people, they despise black people. When Muhammad Nur shot that lady from Australia, white people cried bloody murder, and they did not stop crying until Muhammad Nur received some time. When it's a black cop that does wrong, you're going to get the book thrown at you. But when it's a white cop that does something wrong, they get protection. They get paid leave. They get GoFundMe accounts. They get to be relocated and protected. And black people think that as long as I'm kissing butt, as long as I try to rearrange my voice to sound like I'm a white person, I'll be accepted in. Those white people know you are nothing but fools. And I'm just praying that the judge does the right thing because, hey man, this is supposed to be our time as black people to come up from under this bondage. And the whole world is watching. Black judge, and everybody's saying, oh, she's going to find her guilty. But I'm telling you, these judges and cops, they all are screened before they get the job. And they're not going to let one get the job that is going to go against them.